You've identified as spiritual but not religious, which I guess I would have to describe myself as too, really, if I was forced to choose a category. Spiritual but not religious. So you think that there is some spiritual aspect to mankind, to yourself, to people, but you're not identified with a particular religion. I think you've got an awful lot to gain by reading the Jesus Code and the Crucifixion Code. Because generally people who identify as spiritual but not religious have done some level of spiritual work, have done some level of inner work. They've maybe done, who knows what you've done, maybe meditation or advanced yoga or breath work or I don't know, awareness meditations. Who knows? I don't know what you've done, but probably you have done it. What this will teach you, among other things, it will teach you what ultimately is the purpose of inner spiritual work. What can it lead to? Why it leads to that? What is the culmination point of true spiritual inner work? What are those culmination points? So I really, really hope you'll go on the journey and you'll get much, much clearer about what Jesus was actually talking about and what he was preaching and why he said certain things. So for instance, the Beatitudes never made any sense, right? It starts off, blessed are the poor in spirit, blessed are those who mourn, right? It's like, are you kidding me? Really? Seriously? Mourning? Aching because you're aching inside because there's some lack inside you or lack in your life. And if you've gone on any spiritual path, that's probably what actually tended to start you off. This ache inside you, that there's something missing inside you which should be there, or something missing in your life which should be there. And then the book, the Jesus Code, takes you through every one of the Beatitudes and how they describe the inner path of transformation, right? So for instance, the second one, after blessed are those who mourn, blessed are the meek. But aren't you supposed to be confident? Aren't you supposed to do Anthony Robbins workshops and go out and be hyper confident? Well, Jesus says no. That mourning, that ache, my life's not meaningful enough, I'm not meaningful enough, that can lead to you to becoming more humble, meekened. All right, I don't have the answers after all. Maybe there's people out there who do have the answers, because if I wasn't aching with this mourning, I'd probably think I had the answers, but I'm aching, I'm mourning. I don't have the answers after all. That's being meekened. And the next step after that, mistranslations involved here, but blessed are those who hunger and thirst to be right on the inside, for inner rightness. And that's the third step. After you've been meekened and you've mourned, it's like you can have the realization, something inside me has to change. The external world is not going to do it for me. Oh, here's a challenge. Go to any psychologist or psychiatrist and you ask them, look, these 3 steps, this mourning, this aching for meaning in your life that's not there, then being humbled by that, I don't have the answers after all, and aching to be right in the inside, hunger and thirsting to be right on the inside, something inside me has to change. They're the 3 steps that get somebody knocking on your door as a psychiatrist or a psychologist or head of an ashram. And the psychiatrist and psychologist will go, that's the 3 steps that get somebody knocking on my door. By the way, that word righteousness, which you usually hear, blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, that was a made-up word. The translator made that word up. If you set him the assignment of translating and he came back with a made-up word, you'd say, you're a translator, don't make up words. It's been a disastrous mistranslation, because now all these preachers go on, I feel righteous this morning. Do you feel righteous? I know I feel righteous. Put your hands up and shout amen if you feel righteous. It's like, what a disaster that mistranslation was. Anyway, it's all in the Jesus Code. Go on the journey. I guarantee you, if you're at all open-minded, if you're truly spiritual but not religious, you will come away with a much better understanding of Jesus and a much clearer understanding of what the true path of inner transformation involves and leads to.